You have been in preparation mode for so long that receiving has started to feel unfamiliar. Always working, always building, always preparing for the abundance that feels like it is always one more step away. And somewhere in all the preparing, the receiving got pushed to later. Today, we move from preparation to receiving, not because you have finally done enough, but because you have always been enough, and the abundance that was prepared for you has been waiting for you to open your hands and let it in. The most abundant people you know are not the ones who worked the hardest. They are the ones who learned to receive, without guilt, without shrinking what arrived, without waiting to feel worthy first. Receiving is a skill, and this session is the practice. Say every word today like someone whose hands are wide open and whose heart is completely ready. I am receiving abundance now, not preparing to receive it, not waiting to deserve it, but actively, presently receiving it. Abundance is not something I am moving toward, it is something I am stepping into right now, in this declaration. I open my hands completely, releasing the grip on what was and making full room for what is arriving. I receive abundance in every form: financial, relational, creative, physical, spiritual, all of it, simultaneously. I stop blocking my own abundance by deciding in advance that it is too good to be real or too much to be for me. I am receiving now the right opportunities, the right provision, the right people, the right timing, all moving toward me. Abundance is my natural state, and I return to it every time I choose expectation over doubt. I receive financial abundance, income growing, provision arriving, and more than enough becoming my new normal. I receive relational abundance, connections deepening, the right people arriving, and love flowing freely in both directions. I receive creative abundance, ideas, inspiration, and output flowing from a source that never runs dry. I receive physical abundance, energy, vitality, and well-being that allows me to show up fully for everything I carry. I receive spiritual abundance, closeness, clarity, and the deep knowing that I am held by something greater than I can fully see. I release every subconscious belief that abundance is for someone else, and I claim it as the right and reality of my life. I am a vessel for abundance. What flows to me flows through me, and in the flowing, it multiplies for everyone it touches. I receive abundance now because I have done the inner work, the releasing, the declaring, the choosing, the aligning. I stop measuring what I have against what I lack, and I see the abundance that is already surrounding me. I receive more than I asked for because the one who gives is never limited by the size of my request. Abundance flows to me because I am aligned, my thoughts, my expectations, and my daily actions all pointing in the same direction. I receive abundance without guilt, knowing that a full life is a more generous life and that my overflow blesses others. I release the scarcity story completely, and I inhabit the abundance reality right now, in this breath. I am receiving what was always prepared for me: the provision, the favor, the opportunity, the breakthrough, all of it. I receive abundance in the expected and the unexpected, in the visible and the hidden, in what I planned and what I could not have imagined. I am abundant, not as a future state I am working toward, but as a present truth I am choosing to live from. I receive the specific abundance I have been declaring, naming it, expecting it, and making room for it to arrive. Abundance in my life is evidence of a life well aligned, and I am aligned. I receive abundance with gratitude so deep, it becomes the fuel for even more, because grateful people always receive more. I stop treating abundance as something to be earned, and I start inhabiting it as something I have been given. I am receiving now, and receiving well is a practice I am building every time I choose belief over doubt. I receive abundance in this season, fully, completely, in every area, without apology and without holding back. I am receiving abundance now. It is real, it is mine, and I receive it with everything I have.
I manifest abundance arriving now, visibly, tangibly, and in every area of my life simultaneously. I manifest that what I have been declaring becomes what I am living, the gap between the two closing completely this season. I manifest financial abundance so consistent and so complete that scarcity becomes something I barely remember. I manifest that every seed of faithfulness, generosity, and declaration I have planted produces an overflowing harvest. I manifest that I receive more than I planned for, because what was prepared for me always exceeds what I requested. I manifest that receiving abundance becomes the most natural thing I do, wide open, without resistance, without guilt. I manifest abundant relationships, people who pour into me as freely as I pour into them. I manifest creative abundance, a renewable, inexhaustible flow of ideas, vision, and inspired output. I manifest that my abundance overflows into my family, my community, and every life that my life touches. I manifest the specific provision, the specific opportunity, and the specific breakthrough I have been naming in faith.
I manifest that this is the season the abundance era begins, not as a phase, but as a permanent new normal. I manifest that every channel of abundance I have been building begins to produce at a level I have not previously experienced. I manifest that I am positioned to receive, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and practically ready for what arrives. I manifest that the abundance I receive is stewarded with wisdom, held rightly, given generously, multiplied faithfully. I manifest that what arrives in abundance this season is more complete, more timed, and more perfectly suited than what I imagined. I manifest divine provision, abundance that arrives not because I manufactured it, but because I was aligned for it. I manifest that living in abundance makes me more generous, not more possessive. Overflow always flows outward. I manifest abundant health, a body and mind operating at the full capacity of what they were designed for. I manifest that this season of receiving abundance becomes the testimony I share, the story of what alignment and expectation produce. I manifest abundant peace, a surplus of calm, clarity, and certainty that holds in every season.
I manifest that my abundance era is permanent, compounding, expanding, and never returning to scarcity. I manifest that receiving abundance today raises the standard for every day that follows. I manifest that my children inherit not just material abundance, but the abundant mindset that sustains and multiplies it. I manifest that abundance becomes so normal for me that I begin to see it everywhere, in what I already have, in what is coming, in who I am. I manifest that I never again live below the abundance I was created for. This is the permanent new floor. I manifest that what arrives in abundance this season is a direct response to every word I have declared in this series. I manifest complete, total,
unending, joyful abundance in every season, at every level, for the rest of my life. I manifest that receiving abundance is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of the most generous chapter yet. I manifest that abundance attracts more abundance, what I receive becoming the seed for everything still to come. I manifest that I am receiving abundance now, completely, gratefully, and as the permanent, beautiful reality of my life.
Abundance is not a reward you receive when you have finally done enough. It is a reality you inhabit when you finally believe you are worthy of it. You just declared that you are. So walk into the rest of this day as someone who is receiving, not preparing to receive, not hoping to receive, receiving. Right now, all of it. Subscribe and receive abundance every single morning. Like this video and open someone else's hands to what is waiting for them. Comment, I am receiving abundance now. All of it, with both hands. Receive it one more time. Share with someone who has been preparing too long and needs permission to start receiving. This is your receiving abundance session. Stop preparing. Start receiving. It was always meant for you.